Hello today, and today we're going to have a game of Mission Omega on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Now this is a game I had back in the day on the Amstrad CPC 464. It was an interesting game, but it was one of those games that I couldn't figure out how to play properly. I think it's on the lines you had to send in robots and deactivate a bomb or something like that from going off, and you get a minute in real time. Not a minute, an hour. Excuse me, an hour in real time to do this. So, right, 5 keyboard and run game. Now it's a 48k game only, so push right so you can redefine your own keys. Q what? That's weird. Right. Oh, you get 45 minutes on the Spectrum version then. I think it's the same with the CPC version. Both versions look identical, the CPC and the Spectrum version. So, okay. That was the Commodore 64 version, you got an hour. Right, first things first, you got to build a robot. So, yeah, this is similar to the CPC version. Weapon, small laser. Sensor, visual. Right, with this you get a certain amount of material. So down the bottom here, material left 465 kilograms. So you've got to use that sparingly. So you can build a super robot, or you can build, I think you can build up to 8 robots, I think. But you don't have to build 8. You can build like 6, 4, whatever, with power, with different powers and different weapons and all that, as long as you don't exceed the materials that you're provided with. Right, so we've created, no we ain't, because we need to, right, so that's our robot. So hover with a small laser, infrared, no, is that infrared? And with hang on a minute, visual, it was visual audio. It's different from the Commodore 64 version then. Right, so what we do, we quit out of that, and we get to name our robot. I don't know, let's call it Dave. Hello Dave, you can't park there Dave. Yeah, we'll call it Dave. There we go, so we got Dave. So now what we're going to do, we're going to build another robot. Let's build a super duper robot. Let's put some tracks. Right, accept. Weapons. Let's put a missile in it. Yes. Now we're talking sensor, infrared. Accept. And power unit. Oh, we're going to have nuclear power, of course. So it's going to have a nuclear reactor. So you got to take of the mass and power. Right, so it produces 200 kilowatts. Right, okay, we'll have that. Look at that. So okay, we'll quit out of that and we'll call this one, I don't know, Bob. There we go. So we got Bob and Dave. Right, let's don't go to launch whatever you do, because you will end the game if you haven't completed your mission. Right, can't do the map because we ain't gone nowhere. Control. Now we've got to go to control. Right, so we see both of our robots, and here's the timer. So if you go to next, you go to, you can see there Bob or Dave. It depends on how many robots you've got. So you go to next, and yeah. Right. Now I have said I reviewed this on the Commodore 64, and we didn't have none of this. You know, the controls were very limited. I didn't like the Commodore 64 version. Right, so you can either program it, so you can program it where you can send it, a bit like Big Track. Remember Big Track? Auto, it'll go on its own. So away it goes. You can monitor it if you want to. See where it goes. Now, as I said, this is a game I couldn't figure out I could sort of, but I think you had to go somewhere and disable a bomb or something like that, shooting other robots. But it was fun for, you know, for exploring, building your own robots. That's why I quite enjoyed it. Yeah, so this version is quite similar to the CPC. Plays pretty much the same. I honestly think this got ported to the CPC. Now, I've always said I don't like Spectrum ports, you know. But when I was a kid, I didn't know any different. So I did quite enjoy this. So if I would have enjoyed the CPC version, I would have enjoyed the Spectrum version. I'll ignore that. It's the only bit of sound effects you're going to get. Yeah, there's hardly no sound effects in this game. CPC version had music. It had the theme, if you remember, BMX Simulator on the Commodore 64 and Amstrad CPC. I should have fucking knew that. It had that David Wicker tune, so that's what it had on the CPC version. Sounded a little bit different, but it was the same sort of tune. But being a 48K, we don't really get any hardly sound effects. Okay, so that's going on. So what we can do, we can go to next, and we can have manual control over this. We can auto, but we're gonna have manual control. Go somewhere else. See these switches here. Right, so sometimes there's doors or beams blocking your path. So I think there was a beam there. So, oops, Bob's battery's running low. So you know, Bob is the other one. So, right, so I think it's down and fire. So we go to next, see what Bob's up to. So I can take him off auto, can I? Or I can put him on, you can stop him. Maybe if I put him on manual, I think his energy will start to go up. So if we go to next, now we're in control of Bob. This is the hover one. Don't think these computers do anything. They're just backgrounds. Oh. They're just background, these computers. They don't exactly do nothing. Right, 38 minutes to launch. Yeah, so the Commodore 64 version, you got a minute. With this one, and I think the CPC version, you only got 45 minutes. Yeah, the Commodore 64 version was crap. I didn't like that version. Yeah, this plays similar to the CPC. So this is, yeah, much better than the Commodore 64 version. Right. It's just basically an exploration game, right? There's nothing up there. Anything here? Oh. Right, see. Right, okay, let's just stop him here. Push down and fire, then go to next. So you can see Bob's energy has gone up. So if you don't use him, his energy will go up. So let's put him on auto again. So he can't go through that way. So what way is he going to go? You can manually control it. Bob batteries are running low. So where's his... Bob has finished his search. Now on manual. Ah! So, okay, we control manual. So this is a teleporter. So different colours takes you to different sectors. Ignore that. So it's taken me to a red sector. Right. push firing down, you can go to map. So where the things are in white, that's telling you where you've been. So right, so that's the red sector there. So that's the where we started. That's where one. That's so we ain't been there. We ain't been there. So that's the red sector. So robot 1's there. Robot 2 is there. Right. Okay. So let's put him on auto again. See what he can find. And let's go to next and manual control him. Bob's batteries are right, so I'm in control of Dave, so his batteries are running low already. It's nuclear. Right. Need to find a switch or something like that to deactivate that. There's a switch. Right, that's gone up, so it's this way, won't it? Right, so I've deactivated that. Right, so there's another switch here. So maybe I have to shoot that, perhaps. There's another thing here, maybe. Bob's batteries are critical. Oh, fucking hell. It's fucking nuclear. Oh, bollocks. So it must be another switch. Or did I just switch that on? I don't know. Let's go up here. "34 minutes to launch." Oh, it's a big corridor. Oh, hang on. Fuck it. Need to find a switch. Another switch. Oh, anything? As I said, you do come across other robots. So now Dave's batteries are running low. Bob's batteries are dead. Motor unit inactivated. Right. There's a switch. Hang on, I've got more time on the... It's gone up to 47 minutes. So how did I manage to get... It was on 45, weren't it? So energy's running low. Ah, here we go. Another robot. Oh, so now. Come on. Oh no. I've run it. Oh shit, it's been destroyed. Shit. David has been destroyed, right. Also. Bob has... Alright, so can I do manual? Right, so I'm on manual control. So energy, why is his energy? Has he been in a fight? Hang on, 32 minutes to launch window. What's the other clock then? Oh, I don't get that. I don't know why we got two clocks then. So you can go back and build another robot if you want. Right, Bob batteries are inactive, so we quit out of that. So you can build another one if you want. I'm not going to do. So you still got your materials left, but get out of that. Sensors, power. Well, what we do, we just quit out of it. This is what happens if you try and launch. Disaster! You snivelling worm! We must have been mad to send you on this mission. You couldn't find your way out of a paper bag. You can accomplish 3% of your mission potential. Well, 3% is better than no percent, isn't it? So that's it. Game over. 45 minutes. I think we launched too soon. I think you got to launch on time. Yes, I couldn't figure this game out back in the day, but you know, when I was a kid, I just enjoyed building the robots. You know, scouting about, having fights with other robots. I tend to quite enjoyed that, but it was good to play it again. But it's good to play on the Spectrum. It was similar to the CPC. So obviously the Spectrum must have got ported to the CPC or vice versa. I don't know. Yeah, if you like exploration, building robots, then it's worth giving a try. Don't play the Commodore 64 version, no. That version was pretty crap. Anyway, going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.